William Harborne of Great Yarmouth, Norfolk was a diplomat, businessman, and English ambassador to the Ottoman Empire, appointed by Queen Elizabeth I of England. Establishment of the English embassy in Constantinople. Following a visit to Constantinople in 1575 by English merchants John Wright and Joseph Clements, Harborne was employed in 1578 by a group of English merchants to travel to Constantinople via Poland, and obtain permission from the Sultan Murat III for English ships to trade in Ottoman ports. Previously only the French had enjoyed this privilege, which was granted to Harborne in 1580 following negotiations with Sadrazam Sokolu Mehmed Pasha, and correspondence between Queen Elizabeth I and the Sultan. Harborne thus became English ambassador in the pay of the Levant Company, an association of traders created for this purpose, led by Edward Osborne and Richard Staper, who had accompanied Harborne on his visits. Harborne received diplomatic credentials from Queen Elizabeth on the 20th of November 1582. Sailing to Constantinople from London, he arrived on the 26th of March 1583, bearing lavish gifts for the Sultan including an expensive clock. Harborne played a key role in preventing the Ottoman Empire from supporting Catholic Spain in the war with Protestant England that was taking place. At the time, Harborne was able to persuade the Porte that Spain was a threat to peace for all of Europe, although he was unable to obtain a military alliance with the Ottomans. The Spanish-Ottoman Protocol was not renewed in 1587. The Elizabethan treaty was renewed and would survive for 343 years with England and Turkey. The Turkish powers were furious, and the Englishman was threatened several times by French to be turfed out. Harborne also succeeded in obtaining from the Ottomans capitulations and other tariff reductions for English goods, and was charged with obtaining samples and information regarding dyestuffs and fabrics used in the production of cloth and clothing in Turkey at the time. The ambassador departed in August 1588, succeeded by Sir Edward Barton, by which time trade had begun to thrive and the post was one of the most powerful positions in the English Foreign Service. On his return to England, Harborne settled at Mundham, Norfolk. He died there on the 6th of November 1617 and was buried in the parish. There is, or was, a monument to his memory in that parish, with a eulogistic inscription in English verse. Works. Harborne wrote an account of his journey from Constantinople to London in 1588. Printed in Hakluyt's collection of voyages. The relation of my 10 years foreign travel in procuring and establishing the intercourse into the Grand Senna his dominions, begun in anno 1577 and finished 1588, specifying the service done to Hermity and Commonwealth, with such particular profit as the traders thither have and do any ye there be, Lansdowne Ms. 57 f. 65. Many of his letters and documents relating to his embassy are preserved among the Lansdowne MSS in the British Museum and the Tanner MSS in the Bodleian Library at Oxford. Family. Harborne married Elizabeth, daughter of Anthony Drury of Besthorpe, Norfolk, on the 16th of September 1589. They had several children: John, his son and heir,